Hi Dan, my name is Nyandra Conrad, and here is a full website audit video for Wait Roofing. We're going to compare your website versus your main competitor, and there are three main things I wanted to cover here today. First is your Google business page, second, your website content, and third are backlinks. Make sure to stay to the end of this video because I'm showing you how you can have over 800 people clicking on your website and save over $5,000 on your marketing efforts. The only thing I ask from you is some feedback. Please reply to this email and let me know if you found this helpful. And if you can also let me know if you're interested in knowing next steps, I'd appreciate it. So let's get to it. So when a customer is searching for a service, they usually Google it. I went ahead and searched up roof repair in Redding, California, because that's where you're located. And this section right here is what we call the Google Map Pack. And to the left of this map pack are Google Business Profiles, or what we call GBP for short. Now, this map pack right here is where 30% of your business comes from, and that's why you want to optimize your GBP. Another thing to note is Google only shows the top 3 businesses in the area, and you want to be found on these top 3 spots because this is where most of the traffic and sales goes to. So that's why you want to optimize your GBP. And I'm going to give you some tips on how you can do that. So I actually found you guys on the 14th spot of the map pack, which is you guys are super close, but not quite there yet. So definitely doing these tips will help you boost. Will help boost you guys on that top 3 spots, right? So first thing you want to do is you want to add 100 plus photos on your GBP. Yep, that's going to help your search rankings. The second thing you want to do is you focus on your reviews. You add as much reviews as you can on a consistent basis. If you have reviews on Yelp, Facebook, or other socials, definitely import that into your GBP as well, and that's going to help your search rankings. The third thing you can do for your GBP is add more citations. A citation is just basically your name, address, and phone number as it appears on your GBP, and you want to take all that information and register it into famous citation sites like Yelp or BBB. I'm pretty sure there's other citation sites you can look at, but you want to add your business information on there, and that's going to help your organic search, or sorry, your search rankings. So you want to know how many citations your competitor has, and not only meet that, but you want to add 50 to 100 more citations. So when you get to the top 3 spots of Google, you can secure your spot and beat your competition. So I hope that made sense. So now that you know a little bit about how the map pack works, the section below that is what we call organic search, and this is where 70% of your business comes from. So that's why it's very important to optimize your website so that you can appear on this organic search area. So let's take a look at your website right now. So this is your website right now, and I can tell it's professionally done. I do like the colors that you guys use, so great job on that. My first critique for you guys is your website content. So all the words on your website counts as website content, and you want to have 1,500 to 2,000 words of content. I know that sounds like a lot, but hear me out. Within that amount of words, you want to include as much buyer intent keywords. So what is a buyer intent keyword? A buyer intent keyword is just basically what your customer will be looking for on Google when they're looking for your services. So an example of that is roof repair in Redding, California, right? You want to be found on this search term so that whenever people look for roof repair in Redding, California, you pop up, right? And that's what I meant. So you want to take these buyer intent keywords, add your content around it, and add that to your website, and that's going to make you pop up for that search term. So now that you know a little bit about how to do that, let's see what's happening on the back end. I'm going to pull up my web crawler program to show you your website performance and then compare that to your main competitor. So these are your numbers right now, and right now you guys are utilizing 27 of those buyer intent keywords. Let's take a look at your main competitor. So your main competitor, Harbert Roofing, is actually using 340 of those buyer intent keywords. That is a huge gap, right? You guys are using 27 and they're using 340, which means they're maximizing potentially all of the keywords that people are searching for on Google when they're looking for your service. And you want to also capitalize on that, right? So you want to know all these keywords they're using and add that to your website as well. And that's going to help you pop up for those search terms. So the next number I wanted to share here is this backlink number here. So basically, a backlink is just a link from a separate website that links back to your website. And typically, you do want to have more backlinks than your main competitor. It is a huge credibility factor for Google because they see these backlinks or websites vouching for your business. So let's take a look at your numbers. So right now, you only have 24 backlinks, and Harbert Roofer has over 1.5K backlinks, right? So when Google sees this, they pretty much see 1,500 websites vouching for Harbert, while they only see 24 websites vouching for you. And that is huge, right? That's a huge gap, and that's why they're ranking first on Google. Now that I really hope that made sense and you start like thinking about adding more keywords and backlinks to your website, let's kind of like tie this all together to show you the potential in all this, right? Let's just say that you implemented the things that you learned today and Weight Roofing is ranking first on Google, right? Well, this is the amount of traffic that's coming into your website, right? For Harbert Roofing, because they are top on that Google organic search right here, right? They have over 800 people clicking on their website to check them out. That's a lot of eyes on your website, right? And let's calculate it real quick. So let's just say 871 people click on your website. Of course, not everyone who clicks will become a client. So let's just say 10% of that traffic are buyer intent leads. Well, that's pretty much 87 people very interested in knowing more about your services. So they call you for a roof repair estimate, right? That's 87 people calling. And that is the power of organic search, really, right? You're going to have 87 more people like calling you to ask like, oh, how much does your roof repair cost? Like, do you have any openings this week? Yeah, this is the power of organic search because this is just all from ranking organically. And you can start doing that by implementing the things that we talked about. And here's how you can save actually an extra $5,000, right? So the value below this traffic number reads a value of 5.6K. This actually shows you how much Harbert Roofing is saving every month just from ranking organically. So they're also saving an extra $5,000 from ranking organically because they don't need to spend anything on paid search to be on top of Google, right? They're just optimizing the things that we talked about, which is the keywords, their backlinks, their GBP. And of course, there's other things you can do to rank first on Google, but that is just like the main meat, the main course of this whole thing, right? So I really hope this made sense and this gave you value. This is what I do for a living and I enjoy it a lot. I love spreading massive value and just educating people, right? Because I see a lot of dishonest people about how this works, and I just don't want to be one of them. I want to be fully transparent of how SEO works, and I want you to put your money in places that matter because I do see a lot of businesses, unfortunately, spend so much money on ads, and it just breaks my heart because it doesn't really have a good return on investment if you don't know what you're doing. And so this is what I do is I just tell people like this is how it works, right? So that you can understand and make decisions for yourself. So I really hope this made sense, and in the beginning of this video, I did ask for some feedback, so please let me know if you found this helpful, and if you can also let me know if you're interested in knowing next steps. I'd love to create a whole plan for you guys so you can start bringing in an extra 87 people to your business, right? So my name is Neandra Conrad, and thank you so much for watching this video.